Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these super cool little shelves where you can stash all your little plants and towels. Thank you so much for watching, and now we're going to head to the bookshop. Here's a list of everything you'll need. And here's a list of all the cuts we'll need to make. First thing we're going to do is grab our 2x3s and head over to the miter saw to cut the pieces we'll need to build the brace that holds up the shelf. Space your shorter pieces equally along the back piece of your brace and mark where your screws will go. After this, I recommend pre-drilling your holes to prevent cracking. Before I attached my pieces, I pre-sunk my screws to make it easier to put together. I used 2 3-inch screws to attach each piece. Now that we've got our braces built, I'm going to make some cuts to build my boxes. To assemble my boxes, I used 3-inch spacers and laid out my top and side pieces. I applied wood glue to the ends and then clamped and nailed them together. I put 4 air nails in each end. Next, I added glue to the ends of the bottom pieces and laid them in place, setting the top and sides in place, and then put nails in one end to keep the pieces in place. What is that? In order to ensure a snug fit and even edges, I flipped it over and clamped it to complete the other side. To finish building the box, just glue and nail on the front panel. For a perfect finish, fill in any nail holes with wood filler. My favorite wood filler is Timbermate. Now sand down your boxes until all surfaces are smooth as a baby's bottom. And please, do as I say and not as I do, and wear glasses when you sand. If you're painting your boxes, be sure to bend over any knots to prevent them from bleeding through. If you're staining your shelves, you can skip this step. Now it's time to stain or paint your boxes. If you painted your boxes and you'd like to distress them, sand all the edges with an orbital sander, palm sander, or sandpaper. Using a Q-tip, apply stain to your sanded edges and tidy using an old rag. I'm using Early American Stain by Minwax. If you stained your boxes, you can skip this step. Now it's time to install our braces. Using a stud finder, locate the studs and mark their location on your brace. If you don't have access to a stud finder, I recommend inserting drywall plugs to ensure the stability of your shelf. I used 2 3.5-inch screws to hold my shelf together, and I pre-drilled my holes to make installation easier. Now that we've got our braces mounted, it's time to slide these bad boys on. They should fit pretty snug. Ta-da! Thank you so much for watching. I hope you feel proud of what you've made and inspired to create again. Hope to see you all again soon. XOX, Heidi.